Hello, beautiful souls. It is, oh my goodness, it is December the 28th, 2025. Again, all videos are timeless. You will receive them when you are meant to receive them for your highest and best good through unconditional love and through and with divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, divine wisdom. Thank you. I'm just finishing my coffee. I just finished 2 videos. So if you've been listening to any of the light language I've been sharing, channeling, go ahead and check that out. As soon as it gets up, it's DNA repair today and DNA activation. I'm also guided to potentially maybe do some DNA and some light language on safe travels. And I'll be traveling today, and then cellular memory, and that came up from something I noted from my journal a month ago. So I was guided to pull my journal out from a month ago and share that again. If that's relevant at all. And there's some other information. Again, I'm doing these videos because I will be traveling and I will not be in a space to probably do my videos like I normally do. So I'm just doing these now. So this is day 48. I should check that before I get on. 122 on the timer. So numbers, signs, synchronicities are the key codes. 444 came up again. 222s, 111s, 333s, just to know in resonance that this video might be relevant for you, resonate. You can always take what resonates and leave what does not. There might be some signs, synchronicities, key codes in here. There might be some activations that you're receiving from listening to this video, again, through my specific flavor, frequency, and energy and color that my soul has to offer, my higher self, source, has to work through me as a verbal channel. Excuse me. All right. So again, if you're curious, go check those light languages offerings out, and I will probably try 2 on the timer, try and get some other stuff done. I still have to shower. I have to finish making sure I have everything packed, and it's 10 o'clock already. 2 on the timer. All right, so here we go. Stop trying, stop reaching, stop grasping for meaning, messages, or mystical experiences. So this is from November 28th, 2025. All right, so there's a lot that I've got going on here. I'm also mentioned to maybe the Hawaiian practice of the Ho'oponopono. So it's Ho'oponopono. And maybe that's going to help you through this process, what's going on maybe. Again, really guided. Again, there's no reason why I'm saying get this journal out and open up this day, because I put stuff down. It's like automatic writing that I completely forget. It's journaled and it's put away until I open it up and like, oh, okay. So this is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I forgive you. Thank you, and I love you. And you do this again. I've mentioned this in other videos. You sit across from that person. You can do this telepathically as well. You can imagine that and intend and set that visual intention that you're sitting across from each other, making eye contact, hands on top of each other, making that physical connection, and breathing as much as you can in synchronicity and not break eye contact, and allow this exchange. One person goes, the other person goes, the other person, you can say it 3 to 6 times, 3, 6, 9, and then repeat. Okay? It's a very, very powerful practice. Why I'm guided again to mention it. It's been a very powerful, potent tool in my toolbox. Okay? So again, stop trying, stop reaching, stop grasping for the meanings, for the messages, or the mystical experiences. Let them come to you. Ask for them. Say, I want clear, precise messages, synchronicities, key codes, information. Please show me. Please show me, and show me through resonance that this is from source, from your team. Okay? Again, it's not chasing it, just let the messages come to you. And again, they've been coming through quite funny as they do in the last few days. And I'll try and get to that if I don't forget. get going off on something else. So you had to be broken down before you could be built back up. So some of you might just be going through that breaking down process right now. Some of you may have already gone through it. Maybe it's yet to come. Okay, so that's why you are receiving this message. So you had to be broken down Yeah, big time left ear ring toning. So I've had a lot of left side toning, very high pitch frequencies in my clairaudience from the team. I don't know what's going on, just again, maybe in another attunement, maybe some downloads. So again, those are very significant as well for me to mention. Okay, so you had to be broken down before you could be built back up. So again, confirmation could be as well with the ear ringing. You had to release the stories that kept you small before you could download the codes to reveal your vastness. So these are powerful. So you had to release the stories that kept you small, the old stories, your old versions of self, before you could download and receive the codes to reveal your vastness, okay? You had to grieve what was ending before you could celebrate what is beginning. So again, it's that death and rebirth process. It's that dark night, that ego death, if you want to say. Sometimes there's different terms or words. You had to grieve what was ending before you could celebrate what was beginning. And that gets really uncomfortable, but that's part of this journey. Okay? Sometimes it's called the hero's journey. You can look into that and get curious. It is not cruelty, it's precision. Okay? The most cosmic form of midwifery. Me, you, we completed this preparation cycle. So again, cycle done. Okay. Again, some of your cycles might be just still kind of finishing and wrapping up, or it has completed already. Okay. Let's see here. The more fun you have, the more abundance finds you. So again, finding that joy, that playfulness, looking at the world through your inner child, creating and playing through the eyes of your inner child. Have fun. Play, find the joy, and then the abundance will find you. And abundance can look many ways, okay? All that you have is your soul. Your soul. That's your true self, your authentic self. And that's why some of us have been guided in the frequency family to share our real, raw, authentic, messy, magical, magnetic frequency and energy with the collective for 111 days. So if I didn't say, this is day 48 of 111, okay? Okay. You will be building wisdom rather than wondering. You'll be building more wisdom rather than the wondering, okay? You will be creating from wholeness rather from lack. So we are going to be continuing to be creating more from that wholeness, that whole self, or healed and whole and perfect, rather than from lack, okay? You will be choosing from consciousness rather from unconscious patterning. Let me repeat that. You will be choosing from consciousness rather than from unconscious patterning. Again, changing those patterns, which I'm guided to revisit because I've been wanting to talk about it here. Okay? You are liberated. You are free. You always have been and you always will be. You're not falling apart. You are falling together in a new configuration that can hold more light, more love, more truth, more power, more purpose than what was possible than in your previous form, because you are a completely different human, especially since a year ago. Okay? That was beautiful. So that's what I was guided. Let me see if there's anything else that there's a lot on this. There's a lot of journaling from the 28th. All right, here we go. The wounded self cannot receive cosmic codes because it is busy defending against further hurt. So let me repeat that one. Again, I would say pause, write this down, note this somewhere in a journal. The wounded self cannot receive cosmic codes because it is too busy defending against further hurt. The ego's always worried about the negative aspect, typically, of what might happen. Okay, the ego self cannot download stellar wisdom because it thinks it already knows everything. Does that resonate? The ego, the small self, cannot download stellar wisdom because it thinks it already knows everything. The authentic self is stripped bare. It's stripped completely bare. Okay? Relentless transformation, soft, receptive, and finally willing to not know. So it's that surrendering, soft, receptive, and finally the willingness to not know. It's again, walk by faith, not by sight. Walking in the dark, even if you have just this little pin of light that's guiding you, taking one foot in front of the other, okay? All right, Do not strive, do not effort, do not try to make something happen, surrender. Do not force it or try to configure it into any particular experience. So again, this was a big lesson for me, you know, always wanting to know what's going on or try to figure it out or what's happening next, instead of just surrendering and let the magic unfold, let the source, your team, unfold the magic of what is, okay? So what I'm also guided to, this came through a video I was listening to, a podcast or something yesterday, and I put it in my journal in my phone, and I talked a little bit on a quick Facebook video. If there are 3 things, I'll try to remember because it's in my phone, and that's what I'm recording, 1033 in the timer. So basically, the conversation stemmed towards, what are the 3 things that you do on repeat, like Groundhog's Day, over and over without consciously thinking, like you just go in and brush your teeth with your right hand instead of your left hand. Let's say you drink coffee every morning instead of tea. Let's say you always take the same path to work, to take your kids to school or to a grocery store. Let's say you go to one particular grocery store over and over and over again, or you shop at one specific place over and over again. Maybe you strength train more often versus doing yoga or meditation. So these are just some examples that are coming through. So do 3 things for the next 3 weeks consistently, every single day. Pick 3 things that you know right now, 1, 1, 2, 2 on the timer, that you do on repeat, basically without a whole lot of effort or thinking that needs to go into that. Okay. I'm going to give you another example here before I get into those 3 things. So the other thing you can do is, no, I'll do that after. Thank you. Don't let me forget, please. Okay. Okay, so let's say you brush your teeth with your right hand, brush your teeth with your left hand. If you drink tea normally in the morning, maybe switch it to coffee. If you normally eat oatmeal, maybe eat fruit instead. If you go left, normally go right. Or if you go right, go left. Take a whole nother completely off the path route, like completely off, even if it puts you on a different time schedule, like it's either shorter or longer. I've been playing this game like all this year, parking in completely different places that you would normally park in at the grocery store, whether it's closer or further away, or completely different parts. Go into the store in different directions. If you normally go into the store and go to the produce section first, go to the store and do your other stuff. You know, these are just some of these simple things that you can change the stagnancy and lethargy of your energy, but it also shifts your timelines, switches things up. It tells the field that, like, oh, you're looking for something different. It's looking for something fresh. So it's going to help the stagnancy and the lethargy of your energy field, just by switching these small things up on a regular basis. If you normally strength train, maybe on those days you typically strength train, do yoga instead. Or if you normally do yoga on a regular basis, do meditation instead. So again, either going in different directions or doing different things, or replacing with one thing with something completely different, like coffee and tea, or tea and coffee, or yoga and strength training, or strength training and yoga. Does that make sense? Okay. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And try that for 3 weeks. So for someone, the power of 3 is very powerful. So 3 things, write them down and see what shifts. Pay your attention to see what shifts. So maybe you're going to receive more signs, synchronicity, and key codes because you're going in a completely different direction that you wouldn't have seen otherwise, whether it's license plate numbers, or whether it's house numbers, or whether it's specific cars or animals, whatever you key coded yourself to see, as to be a little, that locking mechanism gets another click, right, as you continue to unlock everything during this awakening process. And it gets to be really fun. I'm telling you, it's like the inner child just loves to play these games and just have fun and joy with it. And it's like knee slapping. Like the last 2 movies, the last couple nights, I shared a video on that yesterday, and I watched the second movie, Now You See Me Too. And again, there was a lot of like signs, synchronicities, and key codes that I picked up that I didn't originally was paying my attention to before, and now I was. So even in the second movie, there was a lot of signs, synchronicities, and key codes that I will share with you that might be resonant to you from this video, to know that your manifestations are coming in, that you're in alignment, that you're on track, you know, all of these things. It can mean different things for different people. Okay, I'm out of coffee. Wah. So again, just trying to do my videos this morning before I finish getting stuff around, because time in my world, oh, that broke. That's a sign in synchronicity. So I wear tourmaline. Tourmaline, I might have to run downtown when the store opens up. But that's also a sign of synchronicity. I wear 2 tourmaline. These are protection stones. This is rainbow tourmaline, so that might be significant that you need to work with tourmaline, which is grounding, or rainbow tourmaline. And I wear, this is the one stone I wear all the time, and I wear either on both fingers, but this one just broke. So there's a sign that something is breaking open. Thank you. Something is crumbling. Again, going back to things need to break down before you can build back up. So this is definitely a sign in synchronicity for me. I just don't know what the answer is to that yet. And then I might have to go get 2 more here as part of go out into the wild before I head out on my trip. Okay. So again, 3 weeks, try it. See, have fun with it. Journal it, note it in your phone, on a piece of paper, whatever, however you journal, and because that helps you go back and revisit, because you don't always remember. Like I said, I do a lot of writing in the moment, and unless I'm revisiting it, I don't know. Like I said, I just looked at from a month ago and I didn't realize that information was in there. And then I was guided to share a month ago, because you're completely different than you were a month ago as you are now today. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I wanted to talk about that. Shifting your energy, the stagnancy, 3 things. Again, guided to tell you that maybe go watch the movies Now You See Me. Pay your attention to all of the information that they're giving you in there, because it's in plain sight. Whether it's sign synchronicities or key codes, or just general information about certain powers, certain factions, the way the world has been running, which is crumbling, which is breaking down. Thank you. That was another significant thing there. Okay. The Fool card. So I mentioned in the first movie, the cards, there was the Lover's card, the Death card, the, wrote it down. What was the other one? Lover's card, Death card, Hermit card, and High Priestess card were the first four horsemen, and there was a 5th horseman. So again, the 4 horsemen might be relevant too. But look into the significance of those tarot cards. Just go online and get some information, get curious, and maybe there is some significance and some information in the regards to those specific cards. And then in the second movie, the Fool card came out for the 5th horseman, and that's again the clean state, that clean. Oh, shenata on my tongue. It's a clean slate. It's a start over. It's again, we're starting over at the year of the 1. It's taking those leaps of faith, trusting, walking by faith and not by sight. Those types of concepts. Again, 2201. Balloons are significant. So I've been getting a lot of information on like 24 hours. This is your manifestations are coming in 24 hours, 48 hours, or 72 hours. These might be some sign synchronicities and key codes. And balloons, the color of the balloons, red balloons, white balloons, a gold white balloon. Doves are very significant right now, and that also could be connected to the twin soul journey. The Queen of Hearts, that stuck out in my mind as well, the Queen of Hearts. So you could get curious and see what the significance, 1818 on the timer for confirmation, could be significant for you. All right, anything else here? Shinyata, rain, purification. So there was a rain aspect that, and then the purification in the earth magic card came to mind. So there was a lot of rain, which is water, purification, cleansing, cleaning, clearing. So that's what we're doing right now. We're purging all of this collective junk, all this collective stagnancy, all this collective darkness, and death, destruction, war. We're cleansing that as a collective on a cellular level across thousands of years, but we're also doing that individually and in our own collectives, personally in our own little collectives, on a level 2 across all timelines, dimensions, spaces, portals, and realms, known and unknown, seen and unseen. So you're also purging and cleansing and purifying, and that's why hydration is so important, why the water element keeps coming up to me in a lot of my videos to share with the collective, but also other videos coming up to continue to hydrate more than you think you need to, especially if you're receiving activations, if you're listening to lots of light language, if you're listening to a lot of channel messages where you're receiving activations, light codes, and downloads, you need to hydrate. Your body needs water. Eat juicy fruits, drink fruit juice, make your own type of hydration drink, okay? Add honey, maple syrup, salt in that, okay? The other thing that came through was big surprises. So again, big surprise is, again, that means you're going to be receiving a big surprise. And all these signs, synchronicities, and key codes are significant. Planes, white rabbits, octopuses, 1111, the number 5, rain in some way, shape, or form. Umbrellas came through. The colors green, blue, and purple, which when I saw green, blue, and purple, I was like, heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. Instantly, as soon as I saw those colors in the movie, in a specific part, in the sequence of that, it was like heart chakra, throat chakra, purple, crown chakra. So heart chakra activation, throat chakra, speaking your truth, knowing and feeling into that truth, your 0 point, you're listening to your quantum compass, and then the expansion of the crown chakras, getting activated, getting turned on, getting the downloads, getting the activations, all of that. Also, at the end of this movie, it ended on the New Year. So there's no coincidence that I saw this movie on 12/27, only a few days, 4 days, I believe, before the New Year. So there's, technically it's not the New Year, like, but we're not going to that logistics. But it happened on New Year's Eve, 2101 on the timer when I said that. So there's significance. So something's happening on that 1-1 portal. Again, massive toning on this left side. I can't tell if it's on my right side, but definitely confirmation with that high-pitched frequency coming in. Something, big surprises are happening before or on or right after the New Year. I don't know what that means for you. Your soul knows that, your higher consciousness knows that, super conscious source, your team knows. They are big surprises coming in for you. Like I said, we've only a few days out before that 72-hour mark, and then maybe 72 hours after. So something between 72 hours between now and New Year's, on New Year's on that 1-1 portal, or 72 hours after. And then some of these signs, synchronicities, and key codes that I'm rattling off are going to be significant to know that that is going to happen. So it's really fun to note and write that down, because like I said, I've been receiving channeled messages saying you're going to see these, and it's like, yeah, holy crap, I've seen all of those. Sometimes I see 1 or 2, I'll save the video and go back to it, but it's like I've been seeing all of them. My team is on fire. It's like dropping the mic, like, okay, we're going to show you all of these signs, synchronicities, and key codes, and we're going to give you this channeled message that tells you that you're going to see all these signs, synchronicities. 222, thank you for that confirmation. That your wishes are coming in, your manifestations are coming in, big surprises are coming. Happy New Year. The other thing that came through at the end, 2233, was, again, the colors pointing up to, I'm not going to give all of the movies away, but again, Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too. There's a reason why I'm guided to say maybe go check that out with the rose-colored glasses taken off and look at it in a new perspective, and look at it from having fun with these signs, synchronicities, and key codes to help unlock and just give you these aha moments or these activations or these downloads, because that's how you coded yourself, okay, in this fun, magical way. So at the end, there's 3 lights streaming up to what's called the eye, okay? That might be significant. The Eye of Horus came up in the first movie. Again, Egyptians, I know I have had many past lives in Egypt. I've had a couple of past life regressions in that. So I know that I'm very connected. I knew I was always connected to the Egyptian culture before I even had these regressions. Very, very drawn to and connected to the Egyptian culture, the technology, all of that stuff, before I even knew what I know now. So anyways, the 3 lights were red, root chakra, yellow, solar plexus, and third eye. It said blue, so I said third eye, throat. So it's again, could be mean to the throat chakra or the third eye. There was no coincidence I wrote third eye, but I wrote blue down. So they could be root chakra, solar plexus, third eye, and or throat chakra. Okay, so that's significant for you as well, just seeing the colors or seeing something regarding those particular chakra systems, okay? And then what was beautiful as part of this is seeing is believing. But is that the truth? Just because you know, the mind and ego want to see it, they want to touch it, that they want to feel it to know that it's true, but that doesn't mean that that's true. Just because that doesn't mean that's true, right? So that is the question. Seeing is believing, but is that the truth? Or is that the illusion? There you go. That's something to contemplate. Spiral staircase. So again, I've seen the spiral staircases many times, and I was playing with my light seer cards while I was watching this movie. So spiral staircases at the end are significant. Again, it's that ascension. So descension, ascension. Okay, so spiral staircases are very significant for this collective, okay? All right, so that's what I'm guided to share for that. I'm going to make sure I pack my journal because I don't know if I'll do much journaling here. I'm just going to take a quick peek at the time so I can shower and get myself all ready. Okay, so we're going to pull a couple of Late Sears Tarot and see what fun we can have with this to confirm the messages that I just shared with you, and see what resonates and take what does not. So there's your Earth Angel. Temperance is here, Earth Angels, and it's the balancing of the light and the dark. And again, we've got the purples, the yellows, the reds, and then you can see the angel wings. But also know that your angels, your archangels, your guardian angels, your team is always working with you. But again, the Temperance card is the number 14 card, which could be significant. This card to me represents Earth Angels, light workers. Do you resonate, right? So Temperance. That Hermit card, so I already mentioned the Hermit card from the movie. It's again, being a beacon of light, doing the inner work, doing the shadow work. There's our staircase going up. No coincidences here. And again, being the light. So you're in this Hermit phase. Maybe you're coming out of this Hermit phase. So now you are coming from a seeking mode to a teaching, healing, and leading. So we are going to be teachers, leaders, and healers. And again, this might be significant as well, okay? So I'm just gonna do another quick shuffle here, and this is wanting to pop out. This is the Ace of Swords, and if you look at this, it's her crown chakra. There's a beaming light coming out of that, but look at that, that's a staircase. So that's a staircase spiraling up. Those higher chakras are getting lit up and turned on, and you're gonna be receiving downloads, activations, and dormant abilities are gonna be turning on at a rapid pace. So Four of Pentacles, you could be in the Four of Pentacles energy, just holding, waiting, saving, being mindful, not hoarding, not doing it out of lack, just holding and waiting. You're in this stasis, okay, just holding and waiting, out of just, you know, being patient, okay? My cards are all kind of weird. They're all messed up here. So again, that Nine of Pentacles. So there's that white dove. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Is that a dove or an owl? I can't tell. Let me look. It looks like a white dove to me, but again, your harvest is ready to be picked and it's ripe, and you are receiving all of your pentacles that you have been manifesting. Okay, I'm going to read that card just because I'm guided to, so you understand with the Nine of Pentacles. Again, this is the Light Seers version, but you can go and get curious and there's different variations and information on the different archetypes in the cards. So I highly recommend getting the other ones, because that might be more relative, more in resonance with you. So spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones being met, and celebration, the energy of success, fulfillment, the harvest, and contentment. I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have sown. Okay. All right. So what else do we have here? And I'm just guided just to shuffle and split and see what kind of pops out here. What else do we have to show the collective today? When I finish up this video and get these videos up today, hopefully before I get out of the house. Some of the longer ones take longer to post, so I like to have a little patience. Patience teaches you patience. Okay, what else do we have for the collective? We can show them some signs, synchronicities, and key codes. And again, I'm looking at the pentacles here, and there's just all these multicolors. Again, the root chakra, the heart chakra, there's a little purple here, green, orange, solar plexus, all right? She's wearing a beautiful white dress. I had a vision of myself during meditation last night, and yeah, so that might be significant. Then the Source Sun card. This is one of the most, this is the Yes card. This is the happiest, most joyful card. Most happiest, joyful card. It is the number 19, which breaks down to the 22. And see, she's just like opening up to receive all of her magic, her miracles, and her gifts from Source, from her team. So much fun. Again, all of the chakras are pretty much represented there. The orange, the solar plexus, the root chakra, all of it. All All right, I'm going to wrap this up here shortly because I just received a message that I need to respond to. So you might be receiving a message, a text, a phone call, a very important message, maybe communication that you've been waiting for, truth being revealed via text, or a conversation, maybe a letter via email that's coming through. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so the wheels are turning in your favor again. The balancing of the light and dark. She's in this beautiful tree pose. You have the balance of the dice on her chest, and this is the number 10 card, the card of completion. The card of completion. We're going to do one more card, please. When do we finish off? And I think that is the Lovers are here. So, a few of the cards that I had mentioned from the movie, this is one of them. The Lovers is the number 6 card. Again, your divine counterpart. If you're already in a relationship and you know that is your person, that person is your person, that is going to be up-leveling. Up-leveling. All right? If you know that you have a person out there, you can feel their energy. They've been in your field. Know that they are coming in. Perfect timing. Perfect orchestration with your team and with Source, okay? Just know that it is here. And again, if you're already in a relationship, it's up-leveling, okay? It's up-leveling. And there's another card flipped over. Nope. All right, it's the final push. Celebrations are here. The 4 of Wands, there's that 4. Celebration is here. This also can mean marriage. It can mean deep commitment in your relationship, a recommitment in your relationship. But again, it's very much so that celebratory. There's the chakra colors there. You've got a beautiful 10th, the 4 of Wands. And again, there's 2 beautiful ladies dancing and partying along. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. And yeah, have a beautiful rest of your day. I love you. Bye.